What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Mr. Name is G, and today we are back with day 7 of Vlogmas. Today's gonna be a story time. I'm gonna tell y'all about one of the worst dates I've ever been on in my life. I said one because I've had a few of them. This date happened years ago, obviously, and I'm gonna tell y'all how I met the guy. And yeah, ooh, something wrong with this hole. That shit hurt. But anyway, yeah, I got my Benihana fries, I got my Mountain Dew, and I got my water. It's cute, huh? So yeah, we just gonna get into it. This is, ooh, is my ear bleeding, bro? What is, oh no. This is my first meal of the day, and it's already like 2:40, 2:36, and I'm just now eating. So I got my little rice, and I'm about to tell y'all this story. So let's just get into it. All right. So yeah, so the way I met him was kind of weird. Not weird, but like fucked up. Ooh, it's hot. Just came out the microwave. But the way I met him, I'm gonna let that cool off. I was actually at this other dude's house. So I was spending the night. I was spending a night over at another dude I was talking to house. And when I got to his house, I had locked my keys in my car. So I had called my dad, and him and my sister came. Because, you know, when you call AAA, I don't know if it's still like that, but when you call AAA, whoever account you're using, they have to be there. So my dad and my sister came. I don't know who account they used, but one of theirs. And then AAA came. The guy worked for AAA. So we going to call the guy John. I don't even remember his name. So we going to call him John. So John came. Mind you, we're going to name the guy whose house I was at Robert. So mind you, I'm at Robert's house spending a night with him because we talking. So the guy came, John came to open the door. So he opened the door, he got my keys out. Robert is in the house the whole time. I don't know if he's looking or whatever, but he's in the house the whole time. So then before John, my sister and my dad leave, so before John leaves, he's like, oh, can I get your number? I gave him my number. I thought he was his, and I thought. And so then he left. So then I went back in the house, and Robert was like, did you just give your number to somebody? I'm like, no, why would I do that? Like, that's not, nah, I didn't do that. So yeah, that was cool. That was a cool little night. We hung out and all that stuff. So the next day, I go home or whatever. Me and Robert still on good terms because I think he believed me when I said I didn't give him my number, but I really did. So, but we were still on good terms. So anyway, I'm texting John, we talking or whatever, and he was like, oh, let me take you out on a date. I'm like, all right, cool, yeah, let's do this. So the day comes for the date, right? He pulls up. He pulls up in a fucking Scooby-Doo van. The mystery van. Like a van just like that. So in his van, he has the driver's seat. There's no seat on the passenger side. There's no seat in the second row. So it's just the driver's seat, and it's the seat all the last row, all the way in the back. So I'm sitting all the way in the back, and he's driving. Whatever. So we go, right? And we go, first we go get food. So we get sushi. We pay for the food or whatever. Cool. So then we go to the movies. And I don't know if it was a ride there, the drive there, or the fact that I had to sit all the way in the back, but I was already annoyed. So we're watching the movie, and I'm sitting there like, he's like, are you cold? I'm like, no, because I had on a shirt and then I had on a flannel over it and I had a sweater. So he's like, are you cold? I'm like, nah, I'm okay. He's like, are you cold? No, here, you can take my jacket. I'm like, it's okay, I'm good. Like, and so mid-movie, y'all, I kid you not, mid-movie, I'm like, yo, I just want to go home. Like, this is what I'm thinking. Like, I just want to go home. So I tell him, like, I'm like, are you like watching a movie? He's like, yeah, why? I'm like ready to go. He's like, oh no, let's just finish the movie. I'm annoyed again because I want to go home. So I'm low-key got an attitude at this point because I'm ready to go. So we're watching the movie ends, and we start walking towards the car. We get in the car, get ready to go. And as we driving, he passed up a bowling alley. He's like, oh, next time we go out, we could just go to the bowling alley. In my mind, I'm like, there won't be no next time. Like, I thought he had money. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was in the stage of doing me, talking to whoever I wanted to, being picky, all that good stuff. So I thought he had money. He looked pretty set when he came and got my keys out the car. So he's like, oh, next time we should go bowling. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, there ain't gonna be no next time. So you making all these plans, who you going with? 'Cause it ain't gonna be me. So we end up going to a gas station. Again, I'm all the way in the back, y'all. Like, I don't think y'all understand. The driver's seat, no passenger seat. The first row of seats is not there. So I'm in the back. And it's like curtains on the back window and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell, dog? Like, oh my God. So we at the gas station. He gets out, he go get gas, and he buys himself, doesn't ask me if I want anything. He buys himself a bag of Ruffles and a drink. So he pumps his gas, he get in the car, right? We sat there for an extra 5 minutes because he wanted to eat his chips. So finally, I get home. He take me home. Good riddance. I'm like, I ain't gonna answer no more calls. Because I'm that person. I'm that type of person. I will not answer you. I will ghost you. I used to be that type of person. I will ghost you. And I did not care. Like, you'll get the hint, hopefully. He didn't. So he was, I guess he was blowing me up, calling me, texting me or whatever. I wasn't answering at all. So one day he decides I'm gonna pull up on her. Y'all, he pulled up to my house, right? Unexpectedly, because I ain't answering his calls or nothing. So he pulls up to my house. One, he pulls up on a scooter. Not the kick push scooter, but the sit down and scooter. Not only does he pull up in the scooter, he decides to park his scooter all the way in the driveway. Not just the front. He pulls all the way back in the driveway.
What? What the fuck?
And parks. Takes his helmet off, everything. Like he's getting ready to go in his own house. Comes up to the door, knocks on the door. I guess my sister has a door. She's like, oh, you need a door? I'm like, who the fuck? Like, no, nobody come over to my house. Nobody. I go to the door. It's him. He's like, yeah. I've been messaging you. I've been calling you. What's up? I'm like, I'm sitting there like, I'm like, oh, my phone off. He said, you couldn't use somebody else's phone and text me? Like, you could have just called me off somebody else's phone. Is he serious?
Is he serious? He ain't sir. He ain't sir.
I'm not about to go out of my way to use somebody else's phone to text you, because my phone works very well. It's fine. I just don't want to talk to you. I'm like, oh, my bad. Like, you gonna pay my phone bill? My phone bill was not even due, y'all. Like, I'm just going with it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm not, like, what? So he was like, well, just hit me up when you can or whatever. Broke ass didn't pay my phone bill. He was like, just hit me up when you can. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna hit you up. Y'all never hit that man up.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
I never hit him up. I never responded anymore. Eventually, he got the hint. But the fact that he put up unexpectedly and parked all the way in the driveway as if he lived there, and came and knocked on the door as if we just knew each other that well, as if we talked that long. I'm like, wow, that's what I get for giving him my number while I was with somebody else in the first place. That's what I get. So y'all, it was the van for me. It was the scooter for me. It was the popping up for me. It was the parking in my driveway for me. It was the telling me to use somebody else's phone to text and call him for me. No. Just go. You're like way older than me anyway. Just go. Like, oh my God, y'all. That was one of the worst dates. Like, that was worse than my POF dates. Like, y'all, I got so many stories. It don't even make sense. So maybe throughout Vlogmas, I'll drop a couple of stories here and there. But yeah, I hope y'all like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell your mama, your uncle, your daddy, your sister, and your mistress to subscribe to my channel. Give me to my first 500 subscribers. Follow me on Instagram. All of my Instagrams will be linked below, along with my website. You can shop my site. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you had a worst date, let me know if you had a worst date and what happened. Maybe I'm just over exaggerating. Maybe I just wasn't in a good mood that night. Maybe it was the fact that he was missing a whole row of seats. Like, I don't see how a date, we're on the date and I gotta sit all the way in the back and I can't even sit in the passenger seat. I don't know. I don't know, y'all, but leave a comment and I'll see y'all in Vlogmas Day 8 next video. Bye.